Here's a very interesting thing that Swami Vivekananda said about his teacher, Sri Ramakrishna, and about the modern age and about the nature of religion in this day and time. You know, in the Vedanta, God has incarnated many times, and he always teaches the same, but with a different emphasis and kind of an updating of the traditions and the focus and based on what the needs of the world are at a given time in order to infuse it with love, with spirituality, with knowledge. And in regards to that, he says this in the Inspired Talks. Sri Ramakrishna never spoke a harsh word against anyone. All right. I would be so happy if that could ever have been said about me. Ramakrishna never spoke a harsh word against anyone, ever. What a beautiful character. So beautifully tolerant was he that every sect thought that he belonged to them. You know, Christians used to come for him for spiritual advice. Muslims would come to him for spiritual insight and learning. Sufis would come. All the different types of Hindus would come to him. And he would teach and speak to them in their own metaphors, their own scriptures, their own feeling, so that all of them had this idea that he was one of them, you know, that he loved them and identified with them and empathized with them so truly, so authentically and deeply, that people of all these different thoughts and ideas thought that he belonged to them, that intimacy was a part of theirs. He says he loved everyone. To him, all religions were true. He found a place for each one. You know, that is what being a loving person will do to you. You'll find that unity. You'll find that empathy. You'll find that connection with everyone and everything. And be known as a person of this level of character. What a beautiful, beautiful man. He was free, but free in love, not in thunder. The mild type creates, the thundering type spreads. St. Paul was the thundering type, to spread the light. The age of St. Paul, however, is gone. Now that's an intriguing statement. The age of thunder, the age of spreading, is gone. We are to be the new lights for this age. A self-adjusting organization is the great need of our time. When we can get one, that will be the last religion in the world. The wheel of the world must revolve, and we should help it, not hinder it. You know, this reminds me very much of something that Swami Prabhupada once told me. You know, at the San Francisco Vedanta Center, we didn't do any kind of outreach at all. There were no advertisements, no billboards, no spreading out circulars, never out and trying to reach people. And I asked Swami, because I came from a Christian background, I said, how is it that we're going to grow? How is it that people are going to find out about this amazing philosophy? And he said, well, you came, didn't you? And what could I say to that? You know, that even though no one reached out to me, no word was sent out to gather me, no proselytization was going on at all, and yet somehow I found my way there. It was an interesting idea to me. And I asked him, I said, well, what is the point of this place? If it's not for outreach, and it's not for spreading a particular philosophy or a particular ideal, what is the San Francisco Vedanta Society for? And he told me something so beautiful. He said this place exists to offer help to those who come here for help in the way that they think they need help. That is a self-adjusting organization meant to give love and support to people as they need it, to help the world revolve and to not hinder it. Be lovers, empathizers, caregivers, helpers, selfless people.